The Gray Escape Lodge is a family-friendly hotel in Queensbury, New York. I think this is the best hotel in the Lake George area. This is located across the street from the Gray Escape theme park, and it draws heavy inspiration from Great Wolf Lodge. This place is a woodsy aesthetic and amenities out the wazoo, including the Whitewater Bay Indoor Water Park. This video will be an in-depth review of the property, explaining whether it is worth staying here as a hotel guest, and whether it is worth experiencing the water park alone. From 1998 to 2026, the Gray Escape was owned and operated by Six Flags. They always treated Gray Escape differently than their other parks. Rather than pumping record-breaking coasters into the property, they maintained the park's charm from its Storytown, USA days. They'd still get new rides, but they would often be different than what the chain's other parks received. Just look at what they got in 2006. That was the year they opened the Gray Escape Lodge. This was just the second hotel that Six Flags ever built, after Lodge on the Lake at Six Flags Darien Lake. The Gray Escape Lodge was a brilliant addition. The Gray Escape Resort is located in Queensbury, New York. This is adjacent to Lake George, a popular tourist town in the heart of the Adirondack Mountains. If you've ever visited this place in summer, you will know hotels are in high demand. There are many weekends where most hotels have no vacancy. So Six Flags could tap into this market in the summer, and the lodge could give Six Flags income year-round between the rooms and indoor water park. In 2026, EPR Properties purchased 7 Six Flags parks. 6 of them are operated by Enchanted Parks, including Gray Escape. Time will tell if the new chain will manage and operate Gray Escape differently. But for the 2026 season, the resort feels similar to how it has been run the past few years. This includes the retention of the Six Flags branding, but that will be removed going into 2027. Now, it is impossible to deny that this place was inspired by Great Wolf Lodge, the popular hotel chain that originated in 1997. These resorts target kids and families, and their signature feature is an indoor water park, and aesthetically, they have a woodsy feel between the brown exterior and interior theming. The Gray Escape Lodge looks very similar. Once inside, you have an impressive lobby with a fireplace and chandelier. If you're staying overnight, you can proceed to the check-in desk ahead. This is easily the best room I've stayed in at the Lake George area. While there are some good hotels closer to the lake, there are plenty that are small or outdated. The Gray Escape Lodge has spacious rooms. Most rooms have 2 queen beds plus a pull-out sofa, so you can comfortably sleep most families in one room. Off-peak weekdays start around $170 a night, and off-peak weekends start around $220 a night. But during the peak summer season, prices can swell to $250 to $300 per night, and the hotel often sells out, so book in advance if you're coming for a weekend. This place is free parking for guests. That is particularly noteworthy if you do not have a Gray Escape season pass, because it costs roughly $20 per day to park there. If you're a hotel guest, you can literally leave your car in the hotel lot and walk to the park because it is just across the street over a footbridge. Then if you don't have a Gray Escape season pass, you can often bundle park admission for a discounted rate. It is difficult to get a hotel for under $100 per night in Lake George. Most will run you $150 to $200 minimum, and even the smaller properties can get $300 per night in summer weekends. So I think the Gray Escape Lodge is a very good value compared to the area's other offerings. It is a more modern hotel with way more amenities. Then when it was owned by Six Flags, I often could get a massive discount with my season pass and membership. I believe it used to be roughly 30 to 40% in some cases, making it an absolute no-brainer. Enchanted Parks currently offers pass holders a 15% discount on overnight stays. Now let's run through what this hotel has to offer in terms of amenities. There are multiple on-site eateries for maximum convenience. This includes quick service and full-service sit-down restaurants. It has been nearly 2 decades since I ate at the Tall Tales Tavern, but I remember my family was not impressed. The pizza in particular was undercooked. We used to like the Johnny Rockets, but that has since been replaced by Hurricane Grill and Wings. In general, I would recommend eating in the nearby towns. There are some great restaurants there. Some of my favorites include the breakfast spot and the Silo restaurant for breakfast. Then for dinner, I love Logjam. And while I hate dessert, my wife would kill me if I did not mention Martha's. This is a legendary local ice cream place that sells some of the largest soft serve cones you can find anywhere. Then there are two arcades full of modern games. The larger one is on the first floor, but there's a smaller one on the second floor that's much quieter. But the best perk about this hotel is the Whitewater Bay Indoor Water Park. This is included for all guests for the duration of your stay. This water park is typically open daily from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. Since Grayscape usually has shorter hours, you can often pop into this place before or after your visit. You can still visit this water park as a non-resort guest. The daily rate is $40 to $60, with the higher prices occurring on holidays and weekends. If you have a season pass, you can save $10 to $15 in those rates per day. While this is steeper than an outdoor water park of comparable size, Whitewater Bay needs to limit the attendance to keep lines short for hotel guests. For reference, I think this rate is in line with what some of the other Great Wolf Lodges charge for non-resort guests. If you do purchase a day pass, you pick it up in the gift shop. You then head downstairs to the basement to actually enter the park. Resort guests are provided complimentary towels at the entrance, but day guests will have to bring their own. If you need a locker, these will cost you $16 to $20, depending upon the size. But most guests seem to leave their belongings on lounge chairs, presumably because most of the stuff is up in their hotel room. I have visited this park multiple times through the years, both on weekdays and weekends. The longest waits I've ever seen were 15 minutes for the family raft slide and the flow rider. The tube slides are almost always walk-ons or near walk-ons, so you can ride a lot in a short amount of time. The water park covers 38,000 square feet. That is a lot more compact than other indoor water parks, but they achieve this smaller footprint by routing all the major slides outside the building. None of them can be seen from within the park itself, which is different than what a lot of the other indoor water parks do. You can only see the giant staircase and the splashdown pools for these slides. The focal point of the water park is the Tall Timbers Water Fortress, which is on an elevated platform towards the center of the park. Then the lazy river circles around a large chunk of the park, and this is nicely dressed up with some rockwork and waterfalls. These two attractions provide a lot of energy. The water park is on the darker side because most walls are windowless, but you do have some natural light from the back walls, and if you visit at night, the water park is sometimes illuminated by multicolored lights for some added character. And it is easy to relax here in between the climate-controlled 80-degree temperatures and the abundance of lounge chairs. Now let's run through the attraction lineup. This park has 3 major slides. They are pretty tall for something at an indoor water park. 2 of them are enclosed tube slides. Glacier Run is the yellow side. This one lets in a little light, but is a mostly dark experience with solid turns and one peppy dip that sneaks up on you. Snowshoe Falls is the blue side. This one is almost pitch black the whole way down. I prefer the blue side because it has an extra dip, and you are allowed to ride these slides backwards, which always elevates the experience for me, so these end up being above average tube slides. The other major slide is Avalanche, a family raft slide. The course is similar to those tube slides, just this time you're in a larger raft. Those sudden dips hit best if you take them sideways or backwards, and this is another one near total darkness. Then Tall Timbers Treehouse is a variety of body slides. These are on the smaller side and perfect for kids. Then the structure also has a bevy of sprayers, including the iconic water bucket that'll drench you. Beneath this platform is the Take It Easy Lazy River. This is one of my favorite lazy rivers anywhere. It is a combination of the rockwork alongside the route, the variety of water features, the comfortable water temperatures, and the manageable crowds. Toddlers will find the Tippecanoe Beach spray ground. And last but not least, this park is the Boogie Bear Surf Flow Rider. This surfing simulator is included with admission, which is not always the case with other water parks. I am terrible at these, but some people have a blast with these, performing barrel rolls and other tricks. This water park has remained stagnant ever since it opened. It has not received a single new ride in its 2 decades of operation, which is really unfortunate. But that is so often the case with indoor water parks because they are often constrained by the pre-existing building. Given the water park's low crowds and compact size, you can easily do everything here in 1 to 2 hours. That's why it functions best as a place that hotel guests can pop into around their daily activities, versus a non-resort guest feeling obligated to spend a majority of their day there if they buy daily admission. Do I recommend the Gray Escape Lodge? As a hotel? Absolutely. This is arguably the best hotel in the Lake George area between the hotel quality, amenities, and price point. It is also super convenient if you're planning to visit the Gray Escape theme park. As for the indoor water park, it is decent. It has a nice vibe and low crowds. The slide lineup is small, but all 3 of the major slides are enjoyable. But if you purely want a water park, I would recommend visiting Hurricane Harbor at the Gray Escape instead. That place has a lot more slides available. But Whitewater Bay is such a nice perk for hotel guests because that indoor water park is far superior to your standard hotel pool, and it also makes for a great option on days with inclement weather. If I were to compare this place to the Great Wolf Lodge or the Kalahari's, I think the overall experience feels similar. I just think the Great Wolf Lodge and Kalahari offer larger water parks. Those places are especially better in terms of the thrill department. All the slides at the Gray Escape Lodge are firmly in the family territory, but it is a smash hit with that audience. Those are my thoughts on the Gray Escape Lodge in Queensbury, New York. What are your thoughts on this hotel and the indoor water park? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.